Hello and welcome to installment 11 of GetVoIP.com's weekly recap. Today is January 4th, wait for it, 2013. I assure you I didn't have to take a few different shots of that. I got it right the first time, luckily. But I'm going to be writing 2012 on pretty much everything for the next month or so, and I'm sure some people are with me on that. But anyway, I digress. This is basically where we go over the hottest news from the past week. It's going to be an abridged version of the show, of course, because of vacation. Honestly, it's been a pretty light week, per se. There hasn't been too much news. I think everybody's still away on their own hiatus. Hiatuses? Anyway, let me get into the news. First piece of news. 8x8 are going to be presenting at the 15th Annual Needham Growth Conference. Not surprisingly, 8x8 are incredibly active when it comes to meeting with partners, talking stocks, business strategies. It's one facet of their business that really has contributed to their success. The event's going to take place on January 15th at 2:10 p.m. at the New York Palace Hotel. That's right down the street from St. Patrick's Cathedral. It's going to be on Madison Avenue. It's fairly close to Rockefeller Center. I suggest anyone who's in town for the conference take a walk around that area. It's actually really beautiful. And the conference is a 3-day event. It's invite only. It's going to be geared towards giving private equity firms and venture capitalists a close look at 350 growth companies. They are as follows. They include these categories: clean technology, communications, consumer affairs, enterprise infrastructure, healthcare, internet and digital media. As you can see, some really exciting topics. I wish I could sit on it, but obviously it's invite only, and there's going to be some really exclusive partners that are going to be strategizing, of course, for the new year, for the upcoming year of 2013. There's going to be one-on-one meetings, Q&A presentations from senior execs. I assume Dan Weinrich and Brian Martin are going to be in on that. They are the CFO and CEO and chairman, respectively, of 8x8. And there'll be stock value conversations going on as well. Next piece of news. A Polycom HDX video endpoint is found to have a vulnerability. This isn't exactly new news. This went on a few weeks ago, but Polycom are still currently working through a permanent fix for it. It's in certification testing as I speak. Farah Rustin, an employee of Deloitte in Argentina, actually discovered the vulnerability. Basically, it was allowing for cross-site scripting attacks, and Polycom endpoints rely heavily on web-based conferencing, so they were especially susceptible to these attacks. But Polycom came to the rescue, and they provided several workarounds, in addition to a version that can be downloaded to erase these weaknesses. If you guys are unable to get the update at the moment, you can go on our website and check the 3 workarounds that are straight from Polycom's mouth that they suggested that you can use to remedy this problem. And like I said, the fixed build is going to be coming out relatively soon. And that's pretty much it. You guys can go and click the link on our site and check out more details on that if you're especially concerned or a Polycom customer. Next thing I want to talk about is a blog feature this week that I wrote on features. Which ones are overrated and underrated? I found it particularly humorous to discuss Do Not Disturb. I'm not sure if anyone out there actually uses it, but I just want to throw it out there and see if you guys would like to participate in the blog. You can leave anything you like in the comment section, even write us an email. I think it's a really interesting topic, and it makes for a lot of comedic fodder, to be honest with you. Next piece of news is actually an old piece of news, but it's an ongoing issue. Our Cisco Attack of the Phones article, sorry, Freudian slip there. But anyway, our Cisco Attack of the Phones article, we've recently placed an update. I'm not sure if anyone was familiar or new, but Ng Huey, the 5th-year Columbia postgrad student, he's a PhD student, I'm sorry. He actually was in Hamburg, Germany at the Chaos Communications Congress, the 29th installment of the event. And on stage, he showed everyone in action how he is able to hack a Cisco phone. As you guys can see, the spectrogram bouncing up and down there. That's a really interesting piece. It's actually about an hour long, and that's no surprise considering Ang put together a 1.92 gigabyte PowerPoint presentation. Almost 2 gigs of PowerPoint. So he's actually a bit of a genius, and to be honest with you, I found his presentation to be humorous at points too. I really didn't expect to see a Hello Kitty giving the finger He has a lot of comedic touches and a lot of pop culture references thrown in there. It's a really interesting presentation. I suggest you guys sit down and throw your hey, you might even learn something. So finally, I want to talk about a fresh piece from this morning that was featured in Forbes. The social media leader in Facebook are shifting their focus to voice calls and voice messages. So Mark Zuckerberg's quote-unquote mobile-first push for Facebook is looking to really enrich Facebook's Messenger app for the iOS and Android. The update's was available as of yesterday, and basically it allows users to tap the plus button, I'm not sure if that's the volume, hold record, and proceed to record a message. So Facebook are still working through a new feature that enables free voice calls using the app, but at the moment that's only available in Canada and only on the iOS. So when competing with Skype, Google Voice, iMessage, Facebook basically wants users to communicate on Facebook without leaving their platform. Basically without having anyone defect from their services. So Facebook clearly boasts a strong following already, and this could actually take off. There's a few things that Facebook have tried in the past that haven't exactly worked, but I think free calling and leveraging VoIP within your service is a great idea. And it's all about ubiquity, and it's all about consolidating at the moment. And, making it so people aren't inconvenienced by having to X out or even use a different service. So as companies vie and fight for position, you're going to see more of these developments unroll in the year, I'm sure. So that's about it. Like I said earlier, it's an abridged version of the show. I wish I had more to discuss with you guys, but rest assured we'll be back next week, next Friday. I just want to say, again, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everyone was safe and had a great holiday. And that'll about close out the show. I really thank everyone for joining us. This has been Mike from GetVoIP.com.